Welcome to lesson number 4, which is questing. I'm going to tell you a quick little story, micro story around my quest that created my $1 million business, the one that it started with. And so this is why I care so much about questing. So we've just done the vision board and you're getting your juices stirred up. You don't have clarity around which one to go through. You're just playing with the big dreams energy for now. Not quite set your mind. You haven't set your mind yet, right? This is a quest is something where we meet the universe halfway and we are looking for answers to our questions. And the question is, what big dream am I going for? Now, a lot of you are doing daily quests already. You're doing a daily habit of maybe going live every day. However, it doesn't count. And I want to say that it doesn't count because when you start a quest with a very specific question to be answered, go, okay, this is my big dream. This is the big dreams that I'm agreeing with. And let's start the quest with the sole intention or the intention to discover what big dream to go for right now. Like to really, which one to set my mind to, which one to make a decision for. Let's go for this. Okay. Like this is the one, this is my biggest big dream that I am dreaming right now. This is my biggest big dream that I'm going through right now. And I've activated the thread of this big dream. And it just doesn't happen. This is not just something that you're just sitting here and you're just sitting, you're like, I'm going to do this. It can happen, but that's the slower way of making it happen. And I'm all about, it doesn't need to be unnecessarily slow. We don't need to unnecessarily wait around for inspiration or wait around to create our big dreams. I'm all about like meeting the universe halfway and doing my part. And my part is to let's go on a quest with the sole intention of having the answers given to me of what direction, what biggest dream right now to go full out for and go all in for. A quest is not a habit. A quest is something from start to finish, and you have a very clear frame of when you start and when you finish, and a very clear question that you're asking to be answered through the quest. Before I declared this big dream, I'm going to create $1 million business, I went to the beach for the entire summer. I had this thing like, let's go to the beach. I'm going to go to the beach every day, rain, hail, or shine. I'm going to the beach every day to move me through this process, to move me through this decision process, to get me inspired, to get me activated, to get me these insights, the channeling, everything that I need, all the answers, and all my questions answered. And so I set this quest to go to the beach. And it sounds like, of course, so easy. Oh my gosh, going to the beach every single day for a whole summer, easy. But it actually wasn't. It actually was a little tricky. So I decided to go to the beach every single day for the whole summer. And so I started, day one was beautiful. It was a day like this. It was a day like this. It was a beautiful day. Blue skies, beautiful water. It was amazing. And I went, this is going to be easy. And I felt so good. I felt rejuvenated. I felt like at least when you're going through doing a quest, I really like to do a quest that's going to be physically good for me, mentally good for me, emotionally good for me, spiritually good for me, and energetically good for me. That means that my whole psyche is satiated and satisfied from this quest. If it's something just mental, that it has no physical component, it's probably not a full spectrum thing that's really good for my psyche. You might see my beautiful client, Paula the Ivy. She has become the queen of doing these quests, and she moves herself through and into next big dreams and through processes through doing the quests as well. And she's an incredible example of doing that. She is just started a 44-day winter swim quest. She goes into the ocean every single day for 44 days in the freezing freaking cold, right? It's not easy. The reason what I like about quests, especially when it's for a really big dream, I like to make it physical, mental, emotional, and energetically pleasing. So something that satiates and satisfies all of those parts of my psyche, which that's the whole thing that makes up your psyche, right? So I went to the beach every single day for the summer. So the first day I go there, blue skies. Second day, I think it wasn't too bad. I think it was windy. The third day was like a storm and had just hit and it was hailing. And it had hailed, and I went for a swim, and I was getting like knocked out by sticks. We're in day 3. This is where I was going to be. And for the first part of it, it was actually so up and down. And I got this inner strength through that to really help me just have these downloads. Some days I was a bit rejuvenated. Some days it was like rain, hail, shine, baby. And after a couple of weeks, I actually started to really start to do a lot of writing on my book. It led me into finishing my book. And then it led me into having the idea to travel around Australia, and it activated a big dream. Midway through this quest, midway through my summer swim quest, going for the swim in a beach every single day for the summer, rain, hail, or shine, I came up with the idea to travel around Australia, which that big dream changed my life. And it was that part of the action big dream. It's like there's $1 million business big dream, and then the dream to travel around Australia. It was like I had the big dream of the $1 million business, and then I downloaded the big dream that was the means to the big dream of the $1 million business. Makes sense? And that is what I got from the quest. And so I not only downloaded the big dream to travel around Australia, that activated a desire in me to create $1 million business. So not long after that, I activated the big dream around around creating $1 million business. So I'm going to go into in the next one, in lesson 5, about the making a decision to go for the vision. I'll see you in that one. Jana Kingsford, Chief Big Dreams Genie of the Internet, is out.